I didn't really think much of doing it. You know, I was telling my friend about like financial struggles and stuff. And you know, she was telling me, she's like, you know, why don't you join the site? And I was like, what? No. She showed me the article in Cosmo that was, you know, made it like it wasn't, you know, such a bad thing. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll check it out. So I joined. And, you know, there are some people you meet, just like at any dating site that, you know, are kind of after one thing. And, you know, you can't really trust them. Some people see the site as a good thing, and some of them see it as a way to, you know, they don't think much of these girls. There are those guys that join it that are just like, you know, they see it as how people on the outside see it. And then as like, you know, ways of like, oh, I'll just, you know, pretend I like them and then get them to have sex and then give them money. The best part is, you know, you meet a lot of open-minded people. And then, but worst part, you could also meet closed-minded people. I don't want to use someone necessarily. If it's, you know, people from the outside, they could probably think of it that way, but if the person, if it's not mutual, whatever is going on, you know, if I feel like, if I just don't enjoy being around this person, you know, it's not worth it to me. Agree to more of like, you know, meeting up with them, going on like dates. Nothing, you know, nothing sexual unless there was that kind of connection, you know what I mean? But I won't go into it like, okay, well, I'll do that for you if you give me this. Not, you know, that might as well just be prostitution. I want to pay my loans, you know, and be able to achieve my dreams. Well, I'm really into fashion and I'm really into writing. So the goal is to write about fashion and, you know, cover Fashion Week, you know, travel to Paris and Milan and attend the shows and write about it. And I want to show him, like, you know, that I have what it takes for that, so that he knows, you know, this isn't someone just wanting that. Like, they're actually going to use it for good. People my age, like, we're all, you know, pretty much students crippled in debt, but, you know, in New York City, for one. It's just kind of a charity within itself, you know, like, like those GoFundMe kind of things, you know. I actually do have another job, but it's just with my school schedule. It's really, you know, it's really hard to balance classes and, you know, applying for real life things past, you know, Macy's, like, you know, my actual job. And, you know, I want to travel. It's hard to balance all those things while living in New York. It's definitely, it helps. I would update them on like payments and everything, and if, you know, like, they would tell me how much they were willing to assist, and yeah, it would, I mean, like, the dream would be if the loans were paid off, you know, like, I wouldn't be like, if I didn't actually need it for anything, you know, like, at that point, I would just be like, okay, cool. Oh God, that's a hard question. There was a deep emotional connection, and then, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, I wouldn't break things off just because of that. Oh no, God no, no. Yeah, we'll call him Dan. Yeah, he's about 10 years my senior. So, you know, he's a really nice guy, finance. And he's like a financial consultant. He's doing really well. But yeah, there's some sort of bond, I guess. but we haven't gone too far or anything. It's just sort of been like, you know, little like coffee dates and stuff. He took me out to dinner, and yeah, just sharing like really good conversation, that kind of thing. So I did talk to my parents do know about it. You know, at first she was a little bit hesitant about it. She was like, I don't know if that's necessarily, you know, the brightest idea. But like, you know, my family is, they're like middle class, you know, but they're definitely, you know, I've said really nice things about him, and I've kind of, you know, convinced them that it's a good idea. And so now they're actually, you know, a little bit thrilled about it. But yeah, it's definitely a step-by-step thing with them. I kind of live with no regrets, you know. If they're not the right person, they're not the right person. I just sort of shake it off. That's really all you can do, is just shake it off. You gotta be on mutual terms.